Good morning, everybody. It's Ed. Just going over some crude oil stuff from overnight, London session in Globex. As you'll see, it was a very, 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 very clean London session and Globex. And let me show you what I mean. We've got this is just a 250 volume chart, and I wanted to put a volume chart up just because it stretches it out a little bit so you can see what's going on. Okay, so what did we have yesterday? We had a value area high right here, and we had significant sellers come in right there at 73.25. You can see the dot, see the big green dot there? So 73.25. We established a new value area high, right? Then it moved down a little bit, just like a tick, and just came down into our medium-term zone, bounced around here for our medium-term zone. Notice this liquidity up here that was like, what, 73.18, okay? 73.18, we had liquidity. Now, what I did was, at the end of the day, of course, I drew in my zones. There's my zones, and then there's VPOC right there. And I'll go back, you can see. You can see VPOC right there. Sorry, VWAP. You can see the daily VWAP right there at 72.74, right? So that's where we started out. Now, sometimes daily VWAP, it's really cool. Sometimes it will bounce around a little bit. Sometimes it will reject off daily VWAP, and we can see that right here. You can see where it went up, came back down, went up, came back down, made a new VPOC right there at 72.80, and then bought right up into this liquidity at 72.18. See that little pink line there? That pink line is like a 54, I think they were like 54 contracts. Let me spread it out so you can see it. Oops. And let me get it back in there. And you can see there was, sorry, 52. There was a 52 block. There's a bunch of people out there. I don't know if it was a block or if it was just a bunch of sellers up there at 73.18. So somebody has been sitting there at 73.18, right? Came back up at that point right there. See that little blue, that little green ball? That's where you would have sold it. Below that, there's your volume point of control right at 73.18. Boom. So went back up. They sold it there, and what happened? As you can see, it came back all the way down to, our friend right there, which is VPOC. It's a 3-day VPOC. Let me move that. 3-day VPOC, which was there from yesterday. You can see that all day yesterday, sat there. All you got to do is wait. Come down, new VPOC right there, bounce right there, grab that liquidity, and then come right down to the previous day's VPOC and then bounce. So if you got confused by all this stuff, all you got to do is wait until they grab that liquidity, come back down to that previous VPOC right there and bounce. That was 78 ticks down, 78 ticks up, so $780 per contract. So you would have made a really, really good deal, really very nice amount of money. Now, if what you wanted to do, if you could just target that 73.18 level there, okay? So 78 ticks down, 78 ticks up, and right there. And there you are. So obviously somebody did that because now it's just kind of waffling around here, okay? Everybody's waiting for 8 a.m. Okay, there's two bond market sales. One's at 4 o'clock, and you can see right there. One was at 4 o'clock, and then the other one is at 8 o'clock, and it's let's see, 7 o'clock this morning. So we have another hour to wait for bond market open to see what happens. So it's pretty to me, it's pretty obvious what was going on. Everybody came in here, grabbed that liquidity right there. You see, you're right above the cloud. You have the green dot right there, that big old green dot right there, saying, "Okay, yeah, we're coming down. We're coming down." And what happens? Boom, and there you go. So sold off, right back down to there. Very, very, very clean action, very clean price action, and then came down and then bounced. One of the interesting things was it was not an evening that it respected the daily VWAP or even the session VWAP. It didn't respect those. Well, it did respect the session VWAPs. I just don't have them on here, but it did not respect the daily VWAP. See, now we're coming back down. Okay, we broke it out. There's the short term. We come back into the short term cloud, came back up to today's high, and then bounced. Okay, so and now we got a red ball there at VPOC. You know, so the seller stepped in right there, ran stops, and then boom. Now we're going to come down. I'd be looking at a target down here at that 3-day VPOC, which is what, 72.81, 72.80. So I'd be looking at a short right there and come right back down. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful, and I will see you guys a little bit later.